What is CGEIT certification? First, what does CGEIT stand for? CGEIT stands for Certification Certified in the Governance of Enterprise IT. Underline the word enterprise. This means once you prepare for the CGEIT certification or you appear in the exam for CGEIT certification, you have to think like board of directors and chief executive officer of the organization, not like CIO, because here it is the governance at the enterprise level. Now, there are approximately 6,000 certified CGEITs around the world, and most of them, they may not be the board members or the CEOs, but they pretty much think like them. Now, who offers this certification or the exam? And this ISACA organization. It's a global organization which conducts and offers this certification exam. Now, a lot of time they ask question who this certification is good for. Good for whose career? Obviously, it is good for senior level IT management. It's good for IT auditors, because IT auditors are the one who audit the enterprise level governance. It's good for big four consultants, the public accounting firms consultants, because they usually talk to the senior management and also the IT governance stakeholders. Moving on to slide number 6, question is how often the CGEIT exam is held. Well, it's held only twice a year. It's always the second Saturday of June and always the second Saturday of December. So if you miss the June exam, the next is December. You have to wait for 6 months. It's a paper-based exam, and the exam is held in 240 cities around the world twice a year at the same time. Same time means 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a 4 hours long exam. So 240 cities, second Saturday of June, second Saturday of December, 9 to 1. So far, this exam is also only offered in English language. Now, how many questions you have in the exam? 120. Those of you who have appeared in CSAN CISM exam, you are used to 200 questions. This exam has only 120 questions. Gives you 4 hours to finish. And after you appear in the exam, the results are out usually in under 2 months. And the last day to register for the exam, and remember you have to register for the exam, it's not just walk in, is for the June exam, it's the first Wednesday of April, and the deadline for the December exam is the first Wednesday of October. Don't miss these deadlines to register, because if you do, you'll have to wait for another 6 months. Now, after you pass the exam, you do not automatically become certified. In order to become certified, you have to file an application. The URL at the top of this slide gives you the website where you can download this application. This is the ISACA website. You have to have 5 years experience in managing or serving in an advisory oversight role, and usually you get 1 or 2 years waiver if you have certain college degrees or other certifications. So please go to this website to find out, because these requirements change. But in general, 5 years. Now, can you appear in the exam if you don't have 5 years experience? The answer is yes. You can appear in the exam, and if you pass the exam, your chances of getting a good employment are very high, and then you can get 5 years experience and then file the application for certification. So passing the exam is 90% of the battle. Applying is 10% of the battle. Now, what do the exam domains contain? It has 6 domains. First is the IT governance framework. The second is strategic alignment of IT with business. The third is value delivery of IT to the business. The fourth is risk management. In this case is IT risk management. The fifth is resource management of IT. And the sixth is performance measurement. Now the percentages I have given is the weight of each domain. That means if the first domain, which is IT governance framework, carries a weight of 25%, that means you should see 25% of the questions, which means 30 questions out of 120 from this domain. Now, people ask me, how many questions out of 120 you have to answer correctly to pass this exam? The answer is a little convoluted. ISACA says that on a scaled score of 200 to 800, you need 450 to pass. Now this sounds very gibberish. Let me translate it into English. Approximately again, if you answer 75% of the questions correctly, then you pass the exam. This percentage changes from year to year. It could be plus minus 2-3% depending upon how difficult the exam is. We don't know the global pass rate, but I think it's pretty low. It's close to 30 or 40%. There are two domains from the previous foil, alignment and value delivery. They're very, very important domains, although they carry a low weight. But from my experience, since I've been teaching this class for about 3 years, from my experience, if you don't do well in the value delivery and in the alignment domain, then the probability of passing is not very high. Now, if you're watching this video from YouTube, you should know that there's a time limit. You cannot display a video for more than 8-9 minutes. And our video is 20 minutes long. So in case you are on YouTube, please look at the bottom of the screen and look at the URL, www.TechnoDyneUniversity.com. If you go there, you can see the full-length 20-minute video about CGEIT. It's no obligation. It's free. So go to this website and see, and you will see the full-length video. Thank you.